Hi everyone, it's Lou Collins for CraftStash, and today I've just received my creative stamping issue 128. Now there are some beautiful stamps with this issue, some gorgeous projects as you'd expect from any creative stamping issue. Lots and lots of stamping techniques in there, off the page projects, cards and all sorts. But what really caught my eye is the digital stamps from Two Red Robins, and these I'm going to use, or one of these I'm going to use to show you a fantastic new stamping technique. It's not even a stamping technique, it's actually a technique that you can do with any of your digital downloads. So we're going to make this printed off image, and it's just printed onto copy paper, look a little bit like vellum. So this is a technique that I discovered by accident a few months ago, and I'm really excited to share it with you all. So I'm going to cut this out first of all. So now I've cut that out, it's time to create that magic and make this look like faux vellum. So the first thing I'm going to do is just pop a blending mat underneath. And I'm going to put an embossing ink, a clear embossing ink, all over. So I'm going to make sure this is fully saturated. Now this does two things. First of all, it's going to give us that lovely faux vellum look that I've been talking about, but it's also going to help strengthen your paper image also. So when it comes to putting it and attaching it onto your card, it's got a little bit more strength behind it. So I'm going to pop that into, this is an old card base of mine that I used to collect embossing powder, and just sprinkle clear embossing powder over the entire image. So now to heat set this. Now already you'll see that we've got this slight transparency to our image, which looks beautiful, but what I'm going to do is enhance that even more by repeating on the back. So I'm going to apply the clear embossing ink and then the clear powder again. When heating the second time, you really do need to lift it up in the air and heat it if you can, because of course the underneath is going to remelt again. And continue to hold it in the air until it's completely cooled and dried. And how pretty is that? It looks just like vellum from that bright white paper, really inexpensive copy paper. We've got this beautiful image. Now I'm going to pop this onto a card. So I'm just going to ink blend a patch of colour that's going to sit kind of behind the flowers. You should see a little bit of this colour through them now as well. Now we've got that transparent look. Now I've got my colour underneath. To emphasise the vellum look, I'm actually going to add a bright white frame around the flowers. This is just going to, like I say, emphasise the fact that this is transparent. I'm going to tuck it in and around the florals as well. So it kind of just frames it a little bit like so. This also means that I can adhere the vellum quite easily to the flowers, and then I can put foam tape underneath and raise everything up. It's much easier to raise up this kind of vellum look like that than it is to try and just raise it up on its own without the frame, because you'd see all the little pads or tape underneath. So I'm going to apply some wet glue just along a couple of the edges of the frame here where I know they're going to sit on the flowers. I'm just using ordinary white glue. This is the Creative Craft Products bookbinding glue. I'm also going to run a line under here and a little just under where the frame is this side as well. How pretty is that? And would you believe that's been printed off from a home printer and a free digital download? So let's just add some gems and a sentiment to finish this off. And I'm going to just draw a thin black line all the way around the edge of my card. This is supposed to look hand-drawn, so it doesn't matter if it's not perfect. This is going to echo the black lines of the floral and frame the cards completely. So there's the finished card with that faux vellum effect. How quick and easy is that? Hopefully things that as a crafter you already have in your craft room. You can download the free download here. Now the details will be in the blog post. It's all described down below for you, so you'll be able to find that. And there's lots of other images for you to follow along with also. So don't forget also to check out the latest issue of Creative Stamping. You'll find that just here. You'll also find some other fantastic videos just here, and you can subscribe to the CraftStash YouTube channel just here. Thank you everybody, take care, I'll see you soon.